painful slap for Meg. Markle slammed as not important or respected on either side of Atlantic. David Marcus, an opinion writer for the New York Post, has criticized Meghan Markle's campaign for paid parental leave in the US and dubbed her as neither particularly important or respected. Meghan Markle has been branded neither particularly important or respected on either side of the Atlantic following her campaigning on paid parental leave in America. The Duchess of Sussex was given the phone numbers of other U.S. senators by Senator Kirsten Gillibrand to push for a forward-thinking paid parental leave plan. Speaking to Politico, Senator Susan Collins said, "Much to my surprise, she called me on my private line and she introduced herself as the Duchess of Sussex, which is kind of ironic." David Marcus, an opinion writer for the New York Post, has slammed the campaign from Meghan Markle and brutally said no one wants some literal princess swooping in on her private jet to lecture them about political priorities. He said, "Presumably, this royal endorsement for the Democrat demand is meant to seem above the fray, an important, well-respected woman on the international stage simply telling the truth." But Markle is neither particularly important or respected on either side of the Atlantic. Her hectoring doesn't bring the proposal any credibility, it just brings cringe. This is more of the elitist, top-down approach to government that voters have been rejecting across the country. Just as parents want to say along with experts about what goes on at their kids' school, they want a serious discussion of paid leave, the pros and the cons. What they neither need nor want is some literal princess swooping in on her private jet to lecture them about political priorities. The opinion writer also criticized Senator Gillibrand for giving out other senators' phone numbers to the Duchess. He added, "And how would Gillibrand feel if one of her colleagues gave out her private phone number to a random celebrity?" The Sussex's representatives have been contacted for comment. A royal expert has claimed that Meghan Markle will not be stripped of her titles despite the pressure she put on Congress to grant parents paid leave. The Duchess of Sussex, 40, delivered a massive win for U.S. families after she successfully campaigned for Congress to include paid family and medical leave in the Build Back Better Act. But she infuriated many Republicans with her political intervention. Following an earlier intervention, Missouri's GOP Representative Jason Smith, 41, even called for the Duchess to be stripped of her titles. He said, "Ms. Markle's latest interference in U.S. politics reignites the question in my mind as to why the royal family does not simply strip her and Harry officially of their titles, particularly since she insists on sending this under the pretense of being the Duchess of Sussex." One Palisade called the former Suits star's intervention as outrageous while another reminded her that as a member of the royal family if you use the title, it means you steer clear of those kinds of things. Otherwise you're using the title out of context and people will question your motive. Campaigning is important, but there's a difference between campaigning on issues like the environment and mental health, and aligning yourself with policies, the palace courtier said, adding that Meghan Markle doesn't have the right to have a more powerful voice on the issue than any other mother in America and that she should not be playing in politics. The 40-year-old called Republican Senators Susan Collins from Maine and Shelley Moore Capito from West Virginia. Both senators were surprised to hear from her. Collins was happy to talk with her but said she is more interested in what people from Maine have to say about paid leave. Meanwhile, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand said the mum of two hopes to be part of a working group to work on paid leave long-term. It is said she called the senators in her personal capacity as an engaged citizen. Prior to cold calling them, Meghan Markle wrote members of the U.S. Congress a letter petitioning for paid parental leave. She also used her royal title Duchess of Sussex to introduce herself.